Hola amigos y amigas, you are now with Jocelyn and I am sincerely so grateful that you are here, that you press play on one of my videos. If you are a returning subscriber, you already know what's up. And if you are new here, first of all, welcome. Second of all, if you end up enjoying this video, I'm going to encourage you to click subscribe and join this growing community, especially if you want more spiritual, self-development, inspiring, real content popping up on your feed. And very briefly, I'm going to be sharing not one, not two, not three, not four, five, six, seven, but 8 journal prompts specifically for this total super moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And yes, I did have to look at my notes to say that because this full moon is jam packed, y'all. Whew. So, for those of you that are new here, the way that I curate these prompts is by studying what my favorite astrologers have to say about the transits and the energy and all that's going on with this moon. And I'll also incorporate my intuitive energy reading to create these journal prompts. Now, if you are stumbling upon this video sometime in the future past this specific moon, then I'm still going to be encouraging you to stick around and check out these prompts. One, because they're really good, and two, because we're going to be feeling the energy of this moon for a while. All I'm going to say is that it's really important for you to trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, what it is that you feel called towards at this time, what it is that is making you feel good. Even if you don't know exactly how things are going to work out or when they're going to work out, as long as you intuitively feel like it is meant for you at this time, go for it, y'all. Go for it. And I'm gonna be, diving more into the intention behind each prompt as I share them with you. So if you want to go ahead and grab your journal, your pen, your tea, you want to light some Palo Santo and incense to get the vibe going so we can dive into this video, then go ahead and do that. If you want to pause along the way, go ahead and do that. Whatever your vibe is, let's go for that. Let's get into it. If there was a graduation ceremony for this cycle that is coming to an end, what would be my speech and what did I get my degree in? So I don't think I mentioned this earlier on in the video, but don't feel pressure to do all of these prompts. I give you 8 just to give you options, so only do the ones that you resonate with the most. But this first one is so fun that I'm going to encourage you to pick this one as one of them. As you may know, full moons signify a cycle coming to an end. So in our own way, in our own lives, there are aspects that are coming full circle, that are coming to completion. So I wanted to encourage you to reflect on that, but also think about what it is that you, in a sense, feel certified in now that you went through this cycle. What do you feel like you got your degree in? And what would you say in your speech to your graduating class? Yeah, this one's really fun. What recent changes have I embraced? What changes do I want to embrace me? So, y'all, we are in a time of great changes. We noticeably saw them in 2020, and we're going to continue to see them throughout this year in our personal lives, in the world, in the communities around us, in the people that we love. So, reflecting on again this cycle that is coming to an end and really stepping into this eclipse season, this retrograde season, what changes have you accepted in your life? And what changes do you want to embrace you in return? What changes do you want to call in? So this is a reflection on surrendering. This is a reflection on acceptance. And this is a reflection on the continued changes that we ourselves would like to see. Since letting go creates space, what am I intentionally creating space for? So I feel like because in our own ways, there's a lot of uncertainty about certain aspects of our lives, um, that void, in a sense, is causing our minds to naturally overthink and to naturally become overactive. And side note, because of that, it's very important for you, for us, to really adopt practices that make us become recentered and restabilized, and make sure that we're not getting so much in our heads and getting caught up in all the thoughts that are occurring from, overthinking. But I think it's really important, all of that said, talking about voids and linking back to the prompt of creating space, it's important for us to not only place attention on letting go, but also placing attention on what it is that we're going to be filling that space with. Because we don't want to just have that feeling of emptiness or that additional void aside from the inevitable uncertainties of life. So it is equally important to let go and to be mindful of what we're making space for. Hopefully everything that I just said makes sense, but really the intention of this prompt is for you to be aware of what it is that you are welcoming now that you have all this space, because you did all the letting go. And by the way, congrats on letting go, on releasing, on surrendering. It is so important to the process, to the journey, and to your freedom, to your peace. So kudos. How does structure contribute to my freedom? So freedom is one of the themes revolving Sagittarius. And aside from that, I feel like structure and creating routine is something that is really important in this moment in time. And I feel like a lot of the times when we think of routine or structure, we think of constraint. So the intention of this prompt is to get you to think of a different perspective. In what ways does structure actually benefit your freedom? In what ways has my shadow been my greatest teacher? So, y'all, in light of eclipse, that eclipse moment of darkness, and in light of endings, in light of healing and shadow work, and the past versions of ourselves that we're outgrowing, that we're shedding, that we're saying farewell to, let's honor those parts of ourselves by giving light and awareness to how our shadow, how our darkness has taught us. What has it taught us? And how has it been a great teacher? You know, even through the very difficult, vulnerable, uh, abruptly, brutally honest moments and experiences, you know, now that we are in this space or we are entering this space where we can look back on those moments, what can we see now? You know, how can we reflect on those moments now, looking back as students who have learned the lesson or are continuing to learn the lessons, but now really see the light that exists in the shadow? What have I gotten more comfortable in trusting? Perhaps your trust issues have been triggered by the uncertainties in your life, by the changes, by the transitions, by the transformations, by the lessons that you've recently learned. What have you come to trust now that perhaps not long ago you weren't so trusting of? Whoo! Trust issues. Yeah, y'all. We all got them. We all got them in some way, shape, or form. But I really want us to reflect at this time what it is that, in a sense, we've gotten more comfortable to surrender. You know, what have we gotten more comfortable with trusting? What is clear to me now that wasn't so clear to me not long ago? I'm very aware that many of us have been having revelations, realizations, aha moments, and they're going to continue to come. And I want to hold space for all of those beautiful realizations that we've been having. So, what's clear to you now that perhaps not even last week or yesterday or months ago or sometime last year during a very pivotal moment in your life where you were trying to find the answers, trying to understand, do you have an understanding of now? What clarity have you gained? This is a prompt of clarity, of understanding, and of really seeing the bigger picture. Now that you are in this space, now that you are this version of yourself, now that you are stepping into this new cycle, what is clear to you now that wasn't not so long ago? If I were to go on a date with my body, what would we do and what would my body want to talk about? So you might be wondering why I have this random prompt about going on a date with your body. One, I think that it's a very fun prompt, just like the first one. And two, the reasoning behind why I want you to gain this kind of different perspective when it comes to you hanging out with your body, communicating with your body, is to bring practice and awareness to strengthening your intuition. I've said this in videos before, but one great essential way to strengthen your intuition, to develop a more consistent relationship with your intuition, a more trusting relationship with your intuition, with your decision making, is by listening to your body. And your body is communicating with you all the time, y'all. Your body is directly connected to your intuition. Feeling your emotions is also one very important way to trust your intuition. But emotions aside, this prompt is really to get you to practice strengthening your intuition. And right now, it is such an important time to listen to our intuition, to be able to have a fluent body language, to be fluent in communicating with our intuition, to have a clear communication with what our intuition is saying, because that is the best guidance that you can have in your life. That is the best compass that you can have directing your life. So prioritize your relationship with your intuition, strengthening it, healing it, listening to it by connecting and being more in tune with your body. So that is the intention of this prompt that I think is very fun. And that, my friends, are the 8 journal prompts for this total super moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And I hope that you resonated with, felt called towards at least one of them. And if you end up doing one or more of these prompts, I would love to know which ones in the comments below. I love engaging with you all. And before I let you go, I slightly touched on this in the beginning of the video, and I just want to slightly put a little emphasis on it again. But y'all, we're not meant to know every single detail of our lives, okay? We're not going to know exactly how things are going to work out or when things are going to work out. Take it one day at a time. Focus on your next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. Don't get so ahead of yourself. Don't allow yourself to be stuck in the past. Remain present. Be heart-centered. Follow your passions. Pursue your soul's purpose. Do what feels good. Go where the love is, okay? Keep healing. Keep investing in yourself, in your growth. Y'all, these uncertainties that we have in life contribute to our spiritual growth. Trust in what you don't see. Trust in what you don't know. Allow the universe, the divine, to work its magic in your life. I feel like a lot of us right now have this deep sense of inner knowing that things are going to work out. Believe in that. Put more attention in that. What you focus on, you are energizing. So don't energize what is collapsing in your life. Don't energize what is not serving you. Energize the beauty in your life. Energize the love. Energize the passion. Yeah, just know that you are divinely supported and guided in doing what you love, in all that you do with pure good intention. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be okay. All is well, okay? Don't freak out. Don't stress out. Don't worry. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I'm also talking to myself. I'm not going to go on a huge tangent, but I just wanted to let you know that, because I feel like so many of us, again, have this deep inner knowing of like, I feel like this is what I'm meant to do right now, but also, oh my goodness, it's a risk, it's a sacrifice. I don't know if it's all going to work out. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. Okay, so be mindful of what it is that you're energizing, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you again so much for investing your time and energy into watching one of my videos, into pressing play. Again, if you enjoyed this, Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Share with a loved one if you feel like it'll benefit them. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Blessed eclipse, y'all. Retrograde season. It's all Gucci. It's all good. Keep healing. Keep growing. Keep allowing change. Keep surrendering. Keep being a light. Keep honoring your darkness too, okay? Don't be avoidant of it. It's here to help you. All right. Enough. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye, y'all.